What's up? It's Josiah. Welcome back to Awaken with Mark here in Zanzibar. I think you can see on my shoulder there. People are out and about shopping. Families are together. You might be able to hear a little music. There's some type of festival or something going on somewhere. So just wanted to come on here to talk about the power of your mind and the power of your situation. Juakali. It is hot today. I was watching a show where a character had gotten hurt and got nursed back to health by a blind woman. And this guy is looking for his true love. And he's really torn up about it. And he's like, she's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. To not have her, would be like the worst thing ever. I'd rather not even be here. And then he finds out that the lady that's helping him is blind. And he says oh, I'd end it all if I couldn't see. And then she said, really? Well, okay, the woman you love she's beautiful, right? He's like, yeah, the most beautiful. And she's like, well, close your eyes and now imagine her. And so he's really upset at first, but then he closes his eyes. He starts to imagine and his face changes. You can just see just how joyful and happy he is to be remembering how beautiful that she is. And it's like the power of your mind. And the blind lady says, I see the most beautiful things all the time when I just close my eyes and concentrate on the beauty, and we've been, checking in on the news and seeing different things here. One thing we've learned living abroad, you see world news, you see a lot of different things than what they show you in America. Okay, we've been living abroad for 3 years now, in case you're new here. And they show you a lot of things. And you think it's depressing stuff in America, CNN, whatever. It looks even worse when people are talking about wars and different regimes and giving different insights on things that people, are planning or just don't like about America, or different policies and things like that. And we try to be careful and regulate how often we're looking at that stuff, because it's doom scrolling. It's doom scrolling. And you got to be careful. I remember that children's song, I think it's based off of scripture. Be careful, little eyes, what you see. Be careful, little ears, what you hear. Be careful, little mouth, what you say. Things like that. You got to be careful, what's stimulating you. You got to be careful what you're putting in your spirit. So be careful with what you're thinking about, what you're seeing, what you're hearing, just all that visualization and stimuli. And especially when it comes to moving abroad. Some of you want to move abroad, you're getting your monies together. Some of you, you're downsizing, you're selling things, you're donating things, you're getting your life ready to either move 2025, you're getting ready to move next year, you're getting ready to move in 5+ years. A lot of things are spurring your decision, maybe political things, maybe health-related things, maybe entrepreneurial and business-related things. We've been seeing a lot of layoffs, with the IRS and other agencies. We're seeing departments and things like the DEI being disbanded, being done away with, and on and on and on. And it's a lot. It's a lot. It can be really, really overwhelming. So just be careful what you're looking at. I know you care about things like, immigration, visa, citizenship in Africa or in other countries and things like that. That stuff is very important, but you got to get your mindset right. If you've been with us for a while, we talk about that a lot here. All the logistical things of how much money you need to move abroad, the type of visas that you need, etc. Those things work themselves out when your mind is right, when you have good habits to prepare you to begin to move abroad. You want to start getting those things down pat now, so as that when things get bad, living abroad, you might have some money troubles, just things happen. An ATM might not be available, or something like that, or you might not be able to get all your errands done in one day, or whatever the case may be. Just be careful what you see, be careful what you think about. I've heard people say, be careful, everything you think isn't true, Imagine what it'd be like to live abroad and everything goes well, that you can handle these situations. A lot of people get scared about the challenges that you're going to face. You're going to face challenges living abroad. We face challenges, power outages, water outages, trouble with cell phones, because it's attached to your visa and you needed to get it renewed, little things, big things, everything in between. You're going to have challenges, but you can face them, okay? Don't be afraid. People don't hate us in Africa, okay? You're going to deal with difficult people no matter where you go. I've been living abroad for almost 4 years now in East Africa. It's fine. I face challenges sometimes. You might see people kind of stare at me over my shoulder here. They're just curious because people aren't vlogging that often here in Zanzibar, Tanzania. Maybe more in South Africa or something, just that type of expression, just isn't that common necessarily in my experience. But I don't feel threatened or anything like that. Don't let those type of thoughts of like, oh, they hate us in Africa. No, they don't. That's not true. There are thousands and thousands of Black Americans living in Africa, living in other countries. They're doing just fine, starting their businesses. Their health is better than it's ever been. And we started off talking about mental health. It's better than it's ever been once they started to shed things that really didn't matter. You're not keeping up with the Joneses anymore. You don't care about some of the political and entertainment things that you once did. It's fine. When we talk about these things in our Move Abroad program, that's linked in the description of this video. We talk about these things at length on our members only channel. That's also linked in the description. We go over these things in written form in our newsletter, free newsletter, also linked in the description of this video, because we want to help people like yourself who think like us, who are positive minded, who are weighing their options, or are looking into a better life abroad. You've done your thing in America. Now you're ready to start a new chapter. So we just like to share these stories on YouTube here, and we like to share these things more in depth in our program. All those things, if you're interested, are linked in the description of this video. I hope this video really inspired you to keep moving forward. We're here to try to make moving abroad that much easier for you, okay? Be blessed, and I'm gonna go inside, get some water, and get this AC. We'll see you on the next video.